The German election in February 2025 was a big surprise. It wasn't just a normal election, it was a huge change in German politics, one that could change the country's future and its place in the world. Many people are asking, what happened to the Germany we knew? This election could affect Germany's economy, its people, and its relationships with other countries. Other countries, especially in Europe, will feel the effects too. This election will be remembered for the rise of the far right and the fall of traditional center-left parties. It shows deep divides in German society, raising questions about national identity, economic inequality, and Germany's place in a changing world. The next few weeks and months will be important for Germany. The decisions made now will affect the country for years to come. The February 2025 German election showed a divided country. The results were a clear reflection of the diverse and often conflicting opinions held by the German populace. This election was one of the most closely watched in recent history, with many predicting a shift in the political landscape. The centre-right Christian Democratic Union and its Bavarian partner, the Christian Social Union, won the most votes. These parties have traditionally been strong in Germany, representing conservative values and economic stability. Their campaign focused on maintaining the status quo and addressing economic concerns. But they only got 28.5%. This was a significant drop from previous elections, indicating a shift in voter sentiment. Despite being the largest party, they fell short of a majority, which means they will need to form a coalition to govern effectively. The biggest surprise was how well the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, did. Known for their controversial views on immigration and the European Union, the AfD managed to tap into a growing sense of discontent among certain segments of the population. Using people's worries about immigration, the economy and politicians, the AfD got 20.8% of the votes. Their success can be attributed to their ability to address the fears and frustrations of voters who feel left behind by the traditional parties. This makes them the second biggest party in the Bundestag, something no one thought possible after World War II. Their rise has sparked a lot of debate about the future direction of German politics and the potential impact on European unity. The Social Democratic Party, a powerful party in Germany for a long time, lost badly. Once a dominant force in German politics, the SPD has struggled to maintain its relevance in recent years. They only got 16.4% of the vote, the lowest ever. This result is a clear indication of the party's declining influence and the need for significant changes if they hope to regain their former status. This shows that people were unhappy with how the party has been doing. Many voters feel that the SPD has failed to address their concerns and has become disconnected from the issues that matter most to them. The Green Party, hoping to do better than before, also lost some support, getting only 11.6% of the vote. Despite their strong stance on environmental issues, they were unable to capture the broader electorate's attention. This shows that their message about the environment and social justice didn't connect with many voters. The results suggest that while environmental concerns are important, they were overshadowed by more immediate economic and social issues in this election. The AfD doing so well in the 2025 German election is worrying for Germany and Europe. This right-wing party, known for its controversial stances, has managed to capture a significant portion of the vote, signaling a shift in the political landscape. The rise of the AfD is not just a fleeting moment, but a reflection of deeper issues within society. Several things help the AfD, like worries about the economy, immigration, and politicians. Economic instability has left many feeling insecure about their future, while immigration has sparked debates about national identity and resources. Politicians, often seen as out of touch, have failed to address these concerns effectively, creating a vacuum that the AfD has filled. The AfD talks about things like being against immigration, Islam, and the European Union. Their rhetoric is designed to appeal to those who feel threatened by globalization and cultural changes. By focusing on these hot-button issues, the AfD has managed to galvanize a base of supporters who feel their way of life is under siege. This has connected with some Germans who feel left behind by changes in the world. In rural areas and small towns where economic opportunities are dwindling, the AfD's message resonates strongly. These communities often feel neglected by mainstream politics, and the AfD's promises of a return to traditional values and economic security are appealing. Their message of fear and anger has tapped into frustrations that have been growing for years. The AfD has skillfully used social media and public forums to amplify these sentiments, turning them into a powerful political force. This strategy has not only increased their visibility but also legitimized their views in the eyes of many. With the AfD in the Bundestag, German politics will be more chaotic. Their presence will likely lead to more contentious debates and a polarized political environment. This could make it difficult for the government to pass legislation and address pressing issues effectively. Their views on immigration, the European Union, and nationalism will likely cause problems and make it hard to create new laws. The AfD's hardline stance on these issues is at odds with more moderate and progressive elements in the government, leading to potential gridlock and policy paralysis. The AfD's success isn't just in Germany. Their rise is part of a broader trend of populist movements gaining traction across Europe. This phenomenon reflects widespread dissatisfaction with traditional political parties and a desire for radical change. Other populist and nationalist parties are doing well in Europe and other Western countries. From France to Italy and even in the United States, similar movements are challenging the status quo. These parties often share common themes such as skepticism towards the European Union, anti-immigration policies, and a focus on national sovereignty. This shows that people are worried about the fast changes happening in society, the economy, and technology. The rapid pace of technological advancement and economic globalization has left many feeling disoriented and anxious. These concerns are driving people towards parties that promise to slow down these changes and protect their way of life. The Social Democratic Party, once a major force in German politics, has seen its influence wane significantly over the years. This party, which was once synonymous with social justice and progressive policies, has faced a series of setbacks that have eroded its once strong support base. In the 2025 election, the SPD suffered a significant defeat, marking one of the lowest points in its long and storied history. This loss was not just a political setback, but a reflection of deeper issues within the party. The results of the election were a stark reminder that even the most established political entities can lose their footing. The empty polling stations and deserted event locations were a testament to the party's dwindling support. Several factors contributed to this decline. Weak leadership, a failure to address the evolving concerns of the electorate, and an inability to present a clear and compelling vision for the future all played a role. The party's leadership struggled to connect with voters, and their campaign events often saw low attendance, reflecting a broader disinterest and disillusionment among the public. Over the years, the SPD has seen a steady decline in support from its traditional base, the working-class population. This demographic, once the backbone of the party, has increasingly turned away. The reasons for this shift are multifaceted. Job losses in traditional industries, economic hardships, and the impacts of globalization and technological advancements have all contributed to the erosion of support. As industries have modernized and jobs have been lost to automation and global competition, many working-class voters have felt left behind, leading to a sense of betrayal and abandonment by the SPD. In an attempt to broaden its appeal, the SPD has tried to attract a more diverse voter base, reaching out to various demographic groups across urban areas. However, these efforts have largely fallen flat, as the party struggled to resonate with these new audiences while simultaneously alienating its traditional supporters. The SPD's significant loss in the 2025 election has left a considerable void in the German political landscape, raising questions about the future direction of the country's centre-left politics. As one of the two main centre-left parties in Germany, the SPD has played a crucial role in shaping the nation's post-World War II political and social landscape. The party's influence has been felt in numerous social reforms, economic policies, and its steadfast commitment to social justice and equality. With the SPD now on the sidelines, there is uncertainty about how these values will be upheld and who will champion the causes that the party once stood for. The absence of the SPD from the government could lead to significant changes in social programs, economic policies, and Germany's approach to international relations. As Germany navigates this new political landscape, the impact of the SPD's decline will be closely watched, both domestically and internationally, as the country seeks to redefine its role on the world stage. Germany is at a turning point. The decisions made now will shape the country's future and maybe even Europe's. Will Germany try something new or stay on the same path? We'll have to wait and see. We'll look closer at what's happening and what might happen next. Going from worry to celebration was difficult. It took strength, hard work, and a shared hope for a better future. When things calmed down, everyone felt proud. It was the start of something new. The next year was full of problems and uncertainty. Problems with the economy, politics, and society tested Germany's strength. But even with these difficulties, the German people showed their spirit and worked to make things better. Creating a new government was hard. It was important to balance everyone's needs, make sure everyone was represented, and build trust. It was a long process, but every step helped create a fairer and more democratic country. Germany's future looks good, but there will be challenges. Germany will need to keep working hard, be creative, and stay united. By learning from the past, Germany can deal with today's complicated world and build a better future.